Hi, welcome back. So finally we are going to do this like what arrived in each month. I hope there's not too much, but it's like I didn't do it in August because obviously there wasn't a lot. So I guess maybe I have underestimate that, and it kind of like snowball into what has arrived in September. So this will be more like combine of what have arrived in August and September. Um, Hopefully there's still not a lot, but actually the problem is a lot of these things you see here are not just all of it. There's plenty that's off screen which you can't see, but I will slowly bring them up to the table to show you what I got. And most of them are deals. Yeah, and some of them are you already kind of like seen them in another video, like Flamecraft. If you have like followed my channel, you will have seen it. But anyway, let's start with some of the board games I mean adjacent stuff. So I bought this really cool stuff. This is what they call the Steampunk Journal. It's by Senkana Production. So this doesn't come with it. So these are like additional stuff which I've got. I'll talk to you about this. Basically, this is so I have really unwrapped this. It came in a plastic. So this is a very cool diary book, which is steampunk style. As you can see, with all the 3D steampunk gadgets, from the gears to this spiderweb and wings. All of them are 3D. Like they're customly created, and all the bobs and stuff are all sewn on. You see, even this is actually movable, kind of, and the red ruby. So this is basically a journal. I mean, especially if you're like into role play. So this is very nice for you to like jot down all your notes for your board games and stuff like that. So I got this and inside is blank. Okay, so it's just like I think this is what they call A6 if I'm not wrong, or is it A5? Wait, there's A4. Half of A4 is A5. So this is probably A5 size. It's a totally blank. It's quite a thick book, which there's plenty to write, and there's a kind of a built-in bookmark as well. Let me show you closer. So the bookmark is like a tarnished copper, and then you get this gear thing that looks really cool. So this is like just something extra, if you would like to have it for jotting down stuff, maybe some of your rules, play records and stuff like that. It's really just just something extra, nothing to really like it's a must-have for board games. What I'm going to show you later, this is like this is pretty scary. So this is kind of related to all the average horror stuff. So basically this is from a specific brand which I found. It's called Junk Journal. Junk Journal actually prints a lot of this kind of like pre-designed scrap paper. So it goes very well with the diary in a way, because this, so you can see all these are like the like pages of a spell book, or notes where it talks about act stuff. So there are options where you can like have the paper burnt. They can actually do that for you, but I didn't. So this is just like flat, but they can actually like burn the side for you, so that it looks like it's part of a burn journal. As you can see, they are like pretty gothic, and all the Lovecraftian kind of horrors embedded on it. So monsters from cosmics and stuff, and scary anatomy of some alien or aquatic creatures, and I won't go through every one of them, but I will like go through this pack, because this is one of the first pack I got, and we have this Cthulhu looking monsters. So basically there's quite a lot of this. You get plenty of pages of this, depending on which packages you get, and some of the themes are a little bit adult. So as you can see, this is not exactly, but it's like it's kind of the horror itself is kind of like an adult theme for especially if you're into the Call of Cthulhu, all the Arkham horror stuff. This acts like very nice, So I'm gonna like slip this into my journal, which is gonna be like part of the scraps from my journal, and like this is gonna make it really cool. Like it's steampunkish thing that are fighting Cthulhu monsters, which is actually the exact theme that of this Machina Arcana. So this is like that really fits into the theme, and I think it adds to the thematics quite a lot. So this is like one pack, which actually I think I don't know if it's like at least 20 pages of it. I can't remember, is it 20 or 30? I got two more other packs. So maybe let me show you the other two packs. So I hope this like won't take up too long, because we definitely need to go into the board game stuff. Okay, but these are like all new stuff that I have not opened before, so I'm gonna like unsleeve and open and show you guys. So yep, so see like this is scary devil looking thing, Mephisto. So this is kind of like in English, and then you have a bow. So these are all like all the scraps of about the demons, lords, and devils and stuff. The seal of Babos. Okay, and we have a Velafel. Wow, he's scary. I won't want to go head on with this guy. And we have others like Belia, Durai. I don't know. There's a seal as well for most of them. So this is like quite interesting. So you can see that there's a lot of scrap books of notes and stuff. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is really widely available, but from where I got them from, they are not exactly very cheap, but they are very, very good materials for doing all this card role play stuff, and like. But I feel now I really don't feel like using them as scrap paper, because at first when I bought them, I was thinking to myself, oh, I will just write behind this, and use it as scrap paper, and it looks cool and stuff. So I got another one more pack here, which has all the dark creatures. So I'm not going to open that one anymore, because I don't want to like take out the whole videos. Like it's almost already 7 minutes. So I'm going to put this one side, and I'm going to show you that I also got a bigger version of this. So this is like this is A4 size, so you can fold them in the middle. They come with various themes, but I got all the themes that is related to all the rich horror, demons, ancient magics and stuff. So this is another one that I got, and this one is not so many pieces. I think maybe this comes in about 10 pieces, I think. And the printing is really nice, because it looks it's kind of like reminds you of old parchment paper and stuff. So they do print it in a way that's really very realistic in a sense. Okay, so now let's start the board games. So on the very, very first, we have Tiny Epic Pirates. This is the deluxe edition. So this is the Kickstarter version. So I've been hunting down this for a while, because I've actually have Tiny Epic Dungeons, and it was a very, very nice game. So I was like looking at what else is there to get Tiny Epics, because these are like very, very travel friendly, and I realized that it's like if I want to travel with some games of some mid complexity and some durability in playing, this is what I will go for. And the Tiny Epic series has a lot of good games in that sense. So Tiny Epic Pirates is exactly what it is. It's a pirates with you got some ship models. There's like 7 minis inside, and there's this map built out of tiles, and it's like there's it basically plays for about 1 to 4 players. So solo is totally available, about half an hour to 1 hour, and from mature audience for 14 plus. So it's like there's quite a lot of you could go and read about all this, go and find out what is required to play this and all this. But basically this is like kind of a really nice game that comes in a small box. I think the alarm just went off, so I'm gonna handle that. Just give me a minute. And I'm back. So I'm not sure if I just want to like cut out this 5 seconds or something like that, but you know, it's like sometimes you know, there are some disturbance in the background when, you know, when you're like doing all this, and it doesn't happen the whole day. You know, you have to just choose that period when you're going to just like film all the video and things like that. But anyway, the next one we have is this is not Tiny Epic, but this is Epic Alliance, Turning the Tides expansion for this Sorcerer arenas from Disney. And you have to have the base game. This is an expansion basically, and this gives plays like 2 to 4 players. Basically you can see some of the you know, familiar characters like from, I don't know where this is from. Is it from that Mona or something like that? This is from Pirates of the Caribbean, and you know, we have Stitch here. So there's 3 characters in here. I didn't think this was a good deal, but I bought it because I like the Sorcerer Arena system. So far this is like the first expansion. The another one is coming soon. So we have 3 new characters here, as you can see, and it comes with their own character cards and their own stack of decks. So this is like something a bit different. You know, it's like, unlike Villainous, you know, you get to play with different characters. So this is like I guess kind of like a battler that's from Disney, but in a sense that there's actually miniatures, acrylic and then you know, it's like, it's not really just card based like Villainous. Villainous is totally card based. So Sorcerer Arena is actually based on like this, I think it's a PC game or it's a mobile game, I think. So they have it translated into the mobile game, and so far I'm quite liking the system. So that's why I got the first expansion. And we have a rare game here which I got off Amazon. So this is Knight's Clan. Knight's Clan, this is the revised edition, and this is published from the famous Japanese publisher Domina. So Domina Games made many games, but most of the games are not available in English. They're only available in Japanese. So you can tell when they have this this logo here that's in multiple language. So this is available in both English, as indicated by American flag, US English, and Japanese. And this is a game basically about a knight, about protecting the daughters, and then you know, it's like you are going to play against some other players with their own daughters, and there'll be like things that comes in the knights to actually you know, claim and stuff. So I'm going to show you a little bit of how the English and the Japanese work. So most of the stuff will still be in Japanese, okay, but you actually get part of the portion of the rulebook in English. So this part is in English, as you can see. Okay, so most of it are in English here. So it's fully available in English, and then you know, the front part you actually have it in Japanese. It's not really a difficult game. This is quite an easy game, I would say. Easy to learn, I say. And on the cards, they have you know, neutral language, like, you know, Night Watch. So this is like quite I already sleeved them, so you can tell that I'm all ready to play this game, because it's like, it's one of the games that I think I'm very, very interested in. And Black Forest, see. So I don't know if you can see. I can't even see it. So I think it's reflecting too much light. But basically, you get the gist. It's a dark game about the night, and about something in the night coming to claims all your daughters. And as you can see from the artwork, there's daughters. There's people who protect them. The Night Watch, and they are like treasures. You know, they call it riches here. And there's the troll as well, which is the bad guys. It's for 2 to 4 players. It plays about 10 to 20 minutes, which is really, really short. And there's about it's for 8+, so you know, there's not really humongously adult or very, very dark art. So there's 60 cards, I think. Yep. And then it's like just one manual. So this is like a pretty nice game for short play, and then it's like very, very portable, like a Tiny Epic. So I'm going to like just organize stuff a little bit here while I move this around. I guess I couldn't avoid having to cut this video, because there'll be quite a lot of moving stuff around. But next we have here, I'm going to talk about 2 of this together, because they came together. I bought them together. These are expansions for parks. Okay, so the first expansion is Nightfall. Nightfall adds something that's really, really nice to the park, which is the tentage. They added like 4 tentage, and they added the night mode, and they actually also replaced the seasons kind of stuff that, you know, like there's another different deck, and then of course there are more cute meeples as well. So this is something that's really amazing, and it's like there's more fantastic artworks, and you get to see the parks in the night versions, and it's like there are more cards obviously, so it's a nice addition to all this stuff. Plays 1 to 5 players. I've been playing a solo as well, and this is a very nice game, so I don't know how much this Nightfall would change for solo. I suppose there will be some manual inside in the rulebooks to explain this. And now the second expansion is actually Parks Wildlife. So Wildlife is like just released. Wildlife is basically, as the title suggests, it adds more meeples. There are more 4 more wildlife meeples, which actually are wild cards for the other meeples. And there's a new type of design in the cards, which the artworks looks very different. So these are, if you compare I'll compare the parks artworks, and then to tell you, then you will know what I mean. So these are the artwork for the normal parks in the first expansion and the original. But there are some cards that comes with this type of new design, or I say new concept, or like it's quite beautiful, but it just the only problem I have is that it doesn't really like gel well with each other. So it might seems a bit weird though, but these are the new artwork they are going after. I don't think it will change a lot, because basically what is important is like what's below the instructions, and as well the bonuses you get. And I'm pretty happy with this. The only problem with this is that I don't think any of this fit into each other, and neither of these fit into the original box, which is a game tray with fit everything sleeved from the original game. So this will have to be stored somewhere else, and it's a problem. I don't like to have expansions all around the place, because when this gets separated from the big box, it just means that they become unplayable. And I would like to have like one box contain everything, so that I could just like take that out, and I could optionally decide what I want to play, take out the various components. That would have been a better design. So we have Parks Nightfall and Parks Wildlife here. By the way, I think this, for me, these games were, the Parks already kind of like 8.5 for me, so I think one of this expansion is definitely going to push it to 9.0. So this is a very fantastic game. So next we have is this is the Kickstarter that actually came to me. This is Flamecraft. Flamecraft is a very nice and cute game about dragons that is like operating the shops in towns, and you get to use their flaming ability to actually like craft stuff and sell, and then it's like a worker placement game, which is actually fantastically cute. So I won't really like open much, because this game has already been I already make a video for it in the unboxing, so you can go, I'll just put a link down there, and you can just go and take a look more about Flamecraft. It's a very cute game, and I think potentially this is going to be like one of my most favorite worker placement game, maybe even replacing Scythe for at least for quite some time, because we always need to have some change in taste for a while. And I'm going to talk about 2 more games here before we start shifting other stuff. So this is I don't know if I've gone through this before, but this is Resident Evil, the board game. This is the City of Ruins expansion. So there are tons of crazy expansion, because it's a Kickstarter, so there are a lot of small boxes of expansion with optional characters, optional this, optional that, which I think is not really important. I mean, it's good to have, but I won't pay like $88 for one of the small boxes just because it's Kickstarter exclusive. But this box is quite worth it, because if you go through it, this box actually introduced a new campaign. I think did they call it campaign? But it drastically changed the board game campaign. So it says, and it takes you beyond the build-up city streets to new locations. And I think this campaigns, if I didn't read wrong, it takes up to about 20 hours or so. So there's quite a lot of time for the money that's worth and you paid for this game. So it's like quite worth it, I think. And it comes with its own plastic miniatures, so there are 14 of them, including these big baddies. And also there's like game boards, tokens, cards, and of course stuff. Let me see if they did indicate that it's going to like take about 20 hours of gameplay. So I don't know, I don't think they listed it here, but I think somewhere on Board Game Geek or some other places where, or maybe it's a Kickstarter page. In fact, they listed that this expansion contains campaign enough for another about 20 hours. So that is like fantastic deal for to get the expansion. And I didn't really like pay very little or pay a lot for it. So it's just like I paid okay for this, and dividing that by 20, that's how much you get for each hour, which is actually not so bad at all. And I got another one of the game at a deal. So this is one of the deals at the miniature market. This is the Dawn of the Zeds, which actually is like zombies, I guess. This is the 3rd edition. So as you can tell from the cover itself, it's like all about zombies. And this game is very heavy, and it's nominated for the best solo board games. So what else can I say, man? It's like if you're a solo guy like me who is who plays quite a lot of games solo, this is a fantastic choice. And it plays about 1.5 hours to 2 hours solo, of previously available up to 5 players, 14 plus, because it's quite a little bit of a mature team, I guess. So they are like the typical sheriff, rich guy with gun. He's colonel, so he's like ex-military and stuff like that. And you get zombies, obviously, right? So this is a game that like comes up with is, I think, very underrated. So on Board Game Geek, a lot of people also say that it's very underrated. So it went below radar for a lot of people. But it's something eventually they came out on the retail, and it's good to grab it. So this is the art is by Klein Miller, and the design is by Herman Lukman, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I haven't opened this game yet, which I'll open soon, because I think I like to unbox this because it's very heavy. I like to like really find out what's inside. And this zombie things really like grabs me, because I totally I'm really very into all the Resident Evil stuff. So I'm gonna like move this slightly away, and then I know I'm gonna have like some other board games come on, and then I'll tell you about what else have arrived for me. Alright, there's a little bit of movement. I hope it's not very long, and I don't intend to cut it, because cutting takes a lot more time to process than just it's worth whatever it is. Okay, so this is another box which I got from United States. It's a consolidated order. I think it's from Miniature Market, if I'm not wrong. So it's also padded, as you can see. So I really can't quite remember what's inside, but let's find out together. So Tiny Epics again, because Tiny Epics is one of my recently discovered, and the stories is one of the expansion which is exclusive to the Kickstarter. Okay, and I don't think it's in the Kickstarter, but it's an optional buy, I think, if I'm not wrong. But anyway, this is something that I do not have, because I have the deluxe version, which comes with the one expansion, but this is the one that's missing, and I have pre-ordered and got hold of it finally here. So this is from the Tiny Epic Dungeons. I have another Tiny Epics game here, which is the Tiny Epic Mechs. Okay, as you can see, Mechs, have gunning each other down in a futuristic arena. So this is also another one of the series where like you have cute meeples of a mecha, and then he's doing like power armor and stuff, and typical arena kind of game, but packed in a very, very small box, which is available to bring around. And I think this is like one of the better rated ones. There are quite a few other games in the series, but not all of them are like highly rated. So let me try to take out this. So this is another one which is actually I enjoy a lot. So that was space based, and this is the one of the latest expansion. I think this is the latest. It's designed by John D. Clare, which actually I just realized I also designed Mystic Veil, which I played intensively a lot on the Nintendo Switch. So now this game is a Saga expansion too. As you can see, it's pretty heavy. There's a lot of stuff inside. and this is quite affordable, I guess. It's rather not expensive, I think. So this is the Mystery to Terra Proxima for space base, and it contains obviously more ships, more discovery cards and story cards and stuff, and you know. So there's also a Shrine Portal mining station board, which actually I think is related to the previous first expansion of the Shrine Portal, and there's a mystery box that I think is kind of like a little bit of legacy or stuff. So looking forward to play this. So this is a very nice game where there is a strategy in how you want to like upgrade which part of the base, so that you know you can land your dice and activate the powers. I have one more game in this box, which so this is Lost Ones. Lost Ones is affiliated with Dreams and Shadows. So I'm not sure if you realize Dreams and Shadows is one of the very I'll say it's an okay game, but it's a bit under the radar. It's not very popular because I think it doesn't reach a lot of publishing and you know like in the retail stores. This is a game for 1 to 4 players. Plays about 90 minutes, so I can show you like some of the components, which is really beautiful. You know, the cards, the maps and stuff. And you know, look at the cards. The cards are really very beautiful today. So this was a Kickstarter, I think, and I chose not to back the Kickstarter and got it at retail. And finally, this is where the retail is. There's a choose you know, your own story path, you know, and it can be played either solo or cooperative, up to 4 players. And I'm not sure if I missed anything from the Kickstarter, but if I do, I will have to hunt them down. But basically, this is the core box, and this is what we have here. And as you can see, this is a 14 plus. It's published by Green Barriers Game, which I pretty like a lot of their games, except Gunslinger, which I heard there was a lot of problem with the game. But Folklore the Affliction is a fantastic game, which I have here. Folklore the Affliction, see? Yep, this is the latest one that I have not, sadly speaking, I have bought it, but I have not really unboxed it yet. And this is the first printing, so this is the original version. So maybe this Lost Ones will turn out to be a much better game than anticipated. And usually for Green Barrels games, they go under radar for a lot of people because you know, it's like, I don't know, maybe because of distribution and stuff, and it doesn't like, you know, go into a lot of retail shops, and you don't find it very often in everywhere. So that's one of the things that I think is the issue with why not many people know about the game. But most of the games are pretty good. Okay, so the last one, I think I will not really like bring it up. Okay, I think I'll bring up. So just wait for me a moment. I'll bring out another set of games. So I won't bring out all the games actually, no, but this comes in like 4 box for season 1. This is a 4 box for season 2, and basically this is Dice Throne. So Dice Throne, I've gotten a Chinese edition because I don't know why, but the Chinese edition is a lot. It's kind of like cheaper than the English Kickstarter edition, or maybe it's the price of markup and you know, shipping, location, all this. I'm not sure, but anyway, this is like game trace stuff, which actually is pretty good quality. And each of the characters in Dice Throne is like, you know, self-contained. There's a board that you open up, and it will show you all your abilities. So obviously my version is in Chinese, which is not a problem for me because I could play in Chinese. And the only problem is that the people I play with better have no Chinese. I hope so, but you know, it's like it's just a very nice game that I think I couldn't say no to, so I bought it. So the setup with the various skills is clearly explained for this character. This is the Gunslinger. So all her abilities is explained here, and then she has all her, you know, custom dice. Take a look, you know, all these dice are hers, and hers only, and her custom deck, her custom dial, and I can show you her custom token as well. You know, she has tokens that only she uses. So this is a very nice way to contain the game. You know, containing everything that she needs all in one box. You know, just take this out, and she's ready to go. And there's 8 characters in season 1, 8 characters in season 2, and this is basically how much I have. And there's also going to be another box that's coming for us, which for not for us but for me. That's the Dice Throne Adventures, which you could use like some of these characters that goes onto a more epic cooperative. I think it's since adventures to explore more of this world and potential. So I'm not sure about that yet because that hasn't arrived for me. But yeah, here we have. And I think I didn't talk about Doom the last time, but there's a specific video that I talk about removing the mole from Doom anyway. So I'll put a link to it. So Doom is one of the games that probably came somewhere around August and September region. I mean, they're during that period. And because this game is really out of print, really. Not really out of print, but it's, if you were to get a copy, which they claim is new, it's going to be a bloody ridiculous pricing. Easily 2 or 3 times the price I paid for this. But I managed to restore the game. As you can see, it's like, you know, perfect now. And the miniatures is fantastic for Doom. And I hope that the game was actually much better though. But well, the game is dated, so I wouldn't like blame them. But you know, if there is a version, if there's 3rd edition for Doom, I hope they'll make it better. But I don't think they might be able to do it because all copyrights, you know, especially when it comes to you know, IP and publishing companies, there's a contract. So it's just like how FFG has parted with the Game Workshop, and you know, they can no longer publish anything from Warhammer 40k, which was quite sad. So the last thing that was actually that came a few days ago was actually the Zombicide Undead or Alive. So that is that I wouldn't want to move the box up here already. You can see my whole unboxing video in the link below. That is something else that actually I didn't expect it to come. I mean, although I know that it's supposedly on the way. It was my first Zombicide that I backed, and probably the last if this goes on. But I must say that I'm quite satisfied with what it is. But although I haven't really unboxed the box inside, I haven't seen the quality of the miniatures. I haven't seen the cards. But you know, Zombicide is Zombicide. I expect a certain standard. You know, at least it will be a 6.5 kind of game. You know, like maybe all the way to 8. When will it replace Black Plague and Green Horde? I don't know. Maybe it would, but maybe not. So I still have yet to decide. But I will take a look at that. And there's actually a few more games coming, but I'm not going to wait for them really because Kickstarters are like unpredictable. You know, it's like it might arrive any day, but you know, I don't want to drag this video until like I have to do another, you know, what arrive in August, September and October. Yeah, and I think some of them you might be familiar with. I think Redland Run will be on the way soon. That's one of them. ISS Vanguard is actually one of them, which is actually also on the way. And I'm not sure, but I think there's 1 or 2 other smaller ones, but they are, you know, pretty good games, I guess, as well. And I think the Artisan of Splendor Vale, right, if I'm not wrong, is also rumored to be shipping, I think, or is final production. So I don't know how long that will take, but you know, give them time. Kickstarter is not something you can rush. It's something that you paid for upfront, forget about it, and then you know, be surprised in you know, 1 or 2 years time, and then something will just pop up. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this series of you know, what arrived helps. I mean, in a way, it's kind of like a buying guide, telling you what I bought. It may not be necessarily what you should buy, but I did got a good deal of them. So you know, like you want to ask me about how you go about buying them, you know, how do I select my games, or stuff like that, you know, feel free to leave comments, because I think my comments is like, you know, totally lagging. It's like I really wish that there's more comments there, you know. Yeah, but you know, leave sensible comments. You know, it's like I don't want to have to like go and delete, you know, some comments which is like advertisement for something that's totally not related to board games. I mean, that happens, right? So thanks for watching, and I hope to be able to see you soon in another video. Hopefully it's the crowdfund channel, which I promised you guys, which I will do, and I hope that will be up soon. So anyway, until then, you know, please click the like, click the subscribe. You know, it's like that totally helps me. You know, it's like and by the way, I think you should be happy, I should be happy at least, that this channel has hit 10,000 views in the past few days. which has been a long journey for me. I don't expect a lot because I'm not doing this for profit. I'm just doing this from the point of view of a gamer, and then to you as a board gamer as well. So I hope whatever information I provide helps you guys in one way or another, or at least provide some sort of entertainment, or at least, hey, he bought this, and then maybe he could try it, so I know I don't have to buy it, and yeah, don't repeat the mistake I make. That's one of the best things that could happen to you. I hope that is helpful, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.